How is everybody doing? Hope you're all well. We're going to take a look at the 1975 on vinyl. We have 5 LPs. Their 5th album has just dropped. That's it here. It's called Being Funny in a Foreign Language. So let's check out the catalogue right now. The band's debut was released in 2013 and the album was simply titled The 1975. This is a great album. We are the band looking quite somber and depressed. But this one is great. Like, most of the tracks are fantastic and it's like a throwback to the 1980s. It's like you're in the middle of 1985. Intro is just kind of an instrumental thing. And then you've got The City, Money, Chocolate. That was a big hit. Great track, really catchy. One of their best tracks, Sex. Then you have Talk. That reminded me straight off of Peter Gabriel. Similar kind of staggered drum rhythms and stuff like that. Yeah, it's a very energetic album as well. You know, the band are proving themselves, you know. It's very entertaining. And then Counter, that's a little instrumental. And then Heart Out, that's another great track. Really nice, compressed Nile Rodgers style guitar. Yeah, it's very 80s. Settle Down. Robbers, that's another great track, kind of a slow burner. Girls, again another funky 80s style track. Reminds me of Scritti Politti and stuff like that. 12... She Way Out. Menswear, it's kind of a moody track. Pressure. Is There Somebody Who Can Watch You? That's very kind of quiet, very kind of sad song. So here we have the lyrics in here. And the vinyl here is clear vinyl. Which is nice. Very, 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 very nice. And it's a double. Nice heavy vinyl as well, very nicely done, and yeah, certainly well worth having. It's a good LP and a great introduction to the band. Yeah, so that's it. That's the first one. Album number 2 was released in 2016, early in the year. This is more or less the same cover as the first one, only it looks on the brighter side and it's a more upbeat album. Again, very, very 80s sounding. I prefer this than the first one. I think this is one I really, really, really like. It's probably my favourite 1975 album. And the title of this one is I Like It When You Sleep, For You Are So Beautiful, Yet So Unaware of It. Probably one of the longest album titles in history. Yeah, I love this. Songs are great as well. 1975 again, it kind of comes on with this kind of creepy instrumental. Love Me. It reminds me of Peter Gabriel's Steam. And then Ugh, that's like Prince. Change of Heart, that reminds me of, I don't know, maybe Yazoo, Alison Moyet kind of stuff. She's American, absolutely fantastic. 80s, bit of funk pop. That's a great track, I love the production on it. Really tight, again it's got those clipped clean guitars, really, really good. If I Believe You, that's kind of a gospel track. It's absolutely fantastic. It's one of the best songs on the whole album. Please Be Naked, Lost My Head. One of those is an instrumental, a long instrumental, or both I think, yeah. They kind of go into this kind of almost techno kind of thing. Again, at the start it's kind of, they're kind of long and boring, but they do grow on you, and I like them, yeah, they slowly evolve. Ballad of Me and My Brain, again, reminds me of Peter Gabriel. Around 1986 in the soul album area. Somebody Else is fantastic. Loving Someone, that's fantastic as well. I Like It When You Sleep, So You're Aware, that's pretty somber. The Sound, again, pure disco pop funk. This Must Be My Dream. That reminds me of a little bit like Simple Minds. Paris, great track again. And Nana, She Lays Down. Kind of quieter tracks, ends up kind of acoustic and stuff like that. But yeah, this one is, I think this is the best album. You know, it is the best. There you go, clear vinyl again. Just the lyrics. This would be nice on pink vinyl, wouldn't it? Like the Elvis Presley 40 greatest hits. There we go. So yeah, this is probably, if you haven't heard this one, I would definitely say go check this out. This is a fine album, and I think it's their best one. Album number 3, this one was called A Brief Inquiry into Online Relationships. Again, it's not bad, there's some great gems on it, but I think this was going to also be called Music for Cars. You can see here, MFC. On the back here. This came out in 2018. I like this, almost like United Colors of Benetton, 1980s style. So yeah, this one again, it's not bad. I like it. You've got the 975 again, kind of an instrumental thing that they kind of seem to use on all their albums. Give Yourself a Try. That's almost like Justin Bieber singing a Sex Pistols punk rock track. Two Time. Yeah, it's kind of novel. Yeah, How to Draw a Protractor. It's kind of moody. Love It If We Made It. That's fantastic. Yeah, great. Be My Mistake. Sincerity Is Scary. They're not bad tracks. I like America Likes Me. Album kind of meanders a little bit in the middle. The Man Who Married a Robot. That's kind of a story. Each time you hear it, you kind of want to skip it because you've heard it once. You know. Inside Your Mind. It's not living. Surrounded by Heads and Bodies, mine. The last track here, or the last 2 tracks, It Couldn't Be More in Love, I Couldn't Be More in Love, is absolutely brilliant. It reminds me of Phil Collins around the time of No Jacket Required, mid-80s, a great track. And then I Always Want to Die Sometimes, I love that as well. So they're great tracks, yeah. So the album's, kind of meanders a little bit, but, still a good one. The discs. Just black vinyl. Yeah. Boring all black, but black is good. Actually, vinyl is technically clear as far as I know, and they just dye it. That's what I heard. And then you got the lyric booklet here. And then the other disc. Yeah, it's like I said, I like it. I like the album. I think it also came in white vinyl. I didn't get that. It would be nice to have the white. That's then maybe a little bit different. So there you go. That's A Brief Inquiry. Album number 4 is titled Notes on a Conditional Form. Again, up here it says Music for Cars. I don't know. They're kind of a band that leave a lot of cryptic clues around for people. They like the mystery of stuff. This one was released in 2020. 2020. Yeah, I never really got into this one. Number one, it's too long. It's 80 minutes. That's insane. That's, there's lots of different styles on it, from the traditional kind of funk pop stuff they do to kind of heavier guitar stuff. But when I say heavy, it's really kind of a punky sound. But this is a long one, it's just too long. Yeah, I'd be totally honest, like I was a bit disappointed with it. I just thought it was too long, and I just thought that you could take it in sections, I guess, listen to it all in one go just doesn't do it for me. I forgot it was actually white. Yeah. Actually forgot it was white vinyl. Yeah, there you go. The sleeve is eco or recyclable. I can't even say it probably. And it's kind of very kind of harsh. You could put little mini sleeves inside here, I guess, the polys. I have a box of them. But yeah, it's just too much, I think. And one thing I didn't like is that the 975 again opens it up, but it's a longer track, and Greta Thunberg is ranting on it, and I don't like listening to her stuff because I just think it's, you know, politics and music don't really go well together. Well, they do in certain ways, but yeah, I don't like when people push agendas through music. It annoys me. A lot of bands didn't have much luck with that over the last couple of years with the pandemic and stuff like that. So yeah, could do without her. I don't want to listen to her rants because you know, I'm not going to do what some little kid tells me to do. I'm sorry, you know. But yeah, like I said, this one is actually just too much. Some of the rhythms are jerky and stuff, and it's there's a few coherent things on it, but you know, it's a bit. It's too much. So there you go. That's notes on that conditional form, right in front of your eyes. And that brings us to being funny in a foreign language. This one has just dropped. This just came in the mail actually. Ordered it from Dirty Hit directly because you'll see in a second. So here he is on top of some type of old car on a beach. To me it looks like a Hillman Hunter. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it looks like a Hillman Hunter from the 70s. This album is a return back to form. Again, it does sound like stuff they've already done. That's the only thing. There's no new ground here. I will say. Yeah, the 1975 is actually a song on this one. Happiness, Looking for Somebody to Love, part of the band. Oh Caroline. I just played it and it kind of glides by you. Kind of, you know, it doesn't capture your attention. I'm in Love with You. All I Need to Hear. Yeah, it's not bad. Wintering, Human 2. About You, that's a great track, yeah, one of their best. And then When We Are Together, that's like a country ballad. It's almost like an Ed Sheeran track, unfortunately. Yeah, so we have a die cut sleeve here on both sides, and the lyric sheet, again custom, not custom, just two different colours. One for the white, one for the blue. And wait till you see this. It's an eye popper. I think it was called, I don't know, a Cosmic Swirl or something like that. I'm not sure. But to me it looks like clouds. And when it's on the turntable it looks like clouds. It's like the turntable is playing the sky. So there you go. Yeah, it's a single. It's actually their first single cut, and it's shorter as well. It's only average time. I think it's about 40 minutes or something like that. I'm not sure. 40, yeah. Which is no harm because I find their albums are just a little bit too long. That's the problem. They're too long, and you kind of get bored halfway through. When albums are too long, I just think that 45 minutes is plenty. You know, an hour album is even long. I think, you know. It's just too much. But there you go. That's the new one. Check it out. Like I said, it's not breaking any new ground. They've kind of gone back to basics, but yeah, it hasn't. There's nothing new on this. Unfortunately, the first two albums are superior. It's just treading water, really. I don't know. I think that they kind of realised that they went too far on notes and a conditional form, which is fine artistically, but this one is a return to more commercial pop, and some of the songs do sound similar. Yeah, I'll say that. Okay, this is the bonus treat of this video. Just 4 EPs here, all 12-inch singles. And that IV, Face Down, Music for Cars, Sex. These are all 2015, and they're just album B-sides. I think Intro Set 3, Undo, Sex, You. And the thing is that each one of them is transparent, clear vinyl, which is very nice. Nice little treat. Yeah, these were in a shop, I think back then in 2015. I just bought the whole lot. I don't know, was it record store day or something, I can't really remember. Music for Cars, Anne O'Brien Chocolate, HNSCC, Head, Cars, Bending, Me. Again, it's another clear. Face Down, A City, Antichrist, Woman. I think all these were available on a special edition of the first album, a double CD. There was a double CD, I think, and a digipack with all these. And this one has The City, Haunt, Bed, So Far It's Alright, Falling for You. And again, beautiful clear vinyl. Heavy, 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 heavy. That's nice. So there you go. That's it. That's the 1975. That's my vinyl collection. I know there was a box set came out for the second album. There was a box set which I was going to buy. I Like It When You Sleep, and I think it was clear vinyl or pink vinyl. I can't remember. It came in this box. Blah blah blah. But you know, it is what it is, and I have what I have. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to subscribe and take care.